Wonder if your toddler is really ready for potty training? After potty training 6 kids, including twins, and running a home daycare, I've learned a few things that make the timing much clearer, and I'll show you how to use a potty training sticker chart the right way to make the whole process less stressful for both of you. I've seen just about every version of potty training. Some kids pick it up quickly and some take forever. But having the right tools and starting at the right time makes all the difference in the world. First, you need to know the signs that your toddler's ready. Before you even think about charts or rewards, it helps to know if your toddler's actually ready to potty train. One of the biggest signs is whether or not they start staying dry for long periods of time. The key to look for here is 2 hours. If your toddler's keeping their diaper clean and dry for 2 hours at a time, you may want to start thinking about potty training. You may also notice that they're more aware of when they're wet and when they're dirty. That's a great sign that you can start considering potty training. Some kids will even tell you that they need their diaper changed. That might be your first clue that you can get started. Another common sign is that they're interested in using the bathroom. They might show interest. They might try and follow you into the bathroom. They might want to flush the toilet. That curiosity is often a great sign. Potty training is going to be a lot easier if they can follow simple directions. So look for that sign of readiness before you get started. It also really helps you if they can get their pants on and off by themselves. One tip that will make a huge difference is timing. If you have a trip planned or you know you're going to be really busy, maybe hold off on potty training for now. Here's why potty training charts can work for some kids. Most toddlers are really visual. They like seeing progress. They like earning something. And they like knowing what's expected. A potty training chart turns something frustrating into something more like a game. That shift alone can make the process go a lot smoother. Here's how to set up your potty training chart. We have a link for this exact potty training chart available for free in the description below, so be sure and check it out. Here is exactly how we have used this potty training chart with my own kids. First, put it somewhere your kids can actually see it on a regular basis. We've used it on the fridge or on the bathroom mirror or on the bathroom door, somewhere that is at your child's height and that they're going to see it frequently. Then introduce it in a way that gets them excited. No pressure, just excitement. Every time they have a successful trip to the bathroom, they get to put a sticker on the chart. It's really important that you let your child be the one to put the sticker on the chart. And in the beginning, you can even count effort for this instead of success. That really helps build their momentum. The goal early on is confidence, not perfection. You want to use some rewards that actually work. This is where a lot of people overcomplicate things. Small rewards work really well in the beginning. This can be a single M&M or a single sticker. Your toddler does not need gigantic rewards for this. You can build up to bigger rewards for big milestones, like finishing a row on the chart or filling the whole chart with stickers. One of my kids loved Hot Wheels cars, one loved candy, another one just loved stickers. I've even had one that didn't care about rewards at all. Every kid has something different that works for them. Don't be afraid to adjust it based on what motivates your child. There are a few things that tend to make potty training harder, so don't make this harder on yourself than it needs to be. The first is starting before your child is ready. If you start and your child is really struggling, don't be afraid to set potty training aside for a little bit and try it again later when they're a little bit older. Making rewards too complicated. You do not need to offer gigantic rewards. Tiny rewards work fantastic. Being inconsistent with the chart, this one is going to come back to bite you because kids won't understand the reward if it is not used consistently. If you keep things simple and consistent, this whole process usually goes much smoother. You do want to look into how to phase out rewards because obviously you don't want to be rewarding your child for using the bathroom forever. Eventually, you don't want them expecting a reward every time they use the potty. What worked for us was spacing things out. We were still consistent, but instead of getting a reward every single time they used the potty, maybe it was every couple times or every time they finished a row or every time they finished a chart. Eventually, we focused on milestones instead of every trip to the potty. And then eventually you work up to no rewards at all. Their reward at that point is having clean underwear. And by that point, using the potty is just part of their routine. If you want the exact potty chart that we used, I'll link the free printable below so you can start using it right away. Please share any potty training struggles that you're having in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer any of your questions that you have. We'll see you in the next video.